In this video, we're just going to have a quick look at how you can set up a group in Blackboard. So how you can put all of the individual students from your class into one group so that you can then work with them together to send emails, set blogs, assign content on adaptive release, work in the grade center, things like that. So I'm in the course page here. This is just set to the course home page. And first thing to notice is I've already got a couple of groups that I've set up here. They're under My Groups. Might look like that, or it might be expanded. And these would then be shortcuts to the actual groups that you might be teaching. So how do we set them up? Well, you need to go to the control panel, and again that might look like that, might need expanding down. And you need to go to Users and Groups. When we expand that, just go to Groups. Now, if I come into the group like this, there's that MRH test group there. This is how it will look if you've got the editing mode turned off. But the editing mode needs to be turned on for you to be able to create a new group or delete old groups. And that's this button here, Edit Mode is on, as it is now. Now, first thing you might want to do, of course, is to get rid of any old groups that you've got knocking around from last year that you set up. So let's say this MRH test group was a group that I set up for my class last year. I'll just click on that box there, and then I can click on Delete. Do you really want to delete this? Well, yes, I really do. So click on OK, and it's gone. So how do we then create a new group? Well, we go to Create Single Group, and we're going to do this as a manual enroll, so you will actually put the students in the group yourself. You can do it as a self-enroll, but any students could enroll into your group then from the course, and that might be slightly confusing. So let's just go to a manual enroll. You then need to give the group a meaningful name, so I'll give it the same name as before really, MRH test group. You can give it a description, so you can remind yourself what academic year is, things like that. I don't usually bother. And then group available, make sure that that is set to yes. If it's set to no, then no one will be able to see it. You can then assign various tools. So if you want the students in your group to have access to blogs, to file exchange. File exchange is actually really useful because it's just simply a way to share files amongst the class. So for example, if students are working on a presentation or maybe a handout for the rest of the class, they can just send it to file exchange and then everyone can pick it up from there. So you can decide which tools you want students to have access to. You can then set the personalization settings. I'm not going to allow personalization. I want to know exactly how they're going to view it. And then all you have to do is to pick up the students in your class. So obviously it'd be useful to have the class register in front of you. You just click on the relevant student and then click on this button here to pop that student over into the selection box. And you just go through doing that. Now there's one really important thing that you need to do, and people often forget, and that is that you must include yourself in the group. Otherwise you'll be sending things to the group or adaptively releasing things for the group, and you won't see them because you're not a member of the group. And that's one of the problems with that people come across when they're adaptively releasing material. They release it to the group and then wonder why they can't see it. Well, that's usually why. And then when you've done that, all you need to do is click on Submit, and there we go, we've got MRH test group there, and we should find under My Groups, it's back again, MRH test group. So if I just go into that, if I wanted to send an email, for example, I just go to Send Email, and then I can pick up everyone in that group. If you just click on one and then say Select All, ping them across into the selection box. Even if you don't include yourself, by the way, you'll still get an email because you're the sender. It'll go straight into your inbox. Type in the text into the text editor, and then you'll just click on Submit, and there are various things then that you can do now that you've got that group set up. And in another video we'll have a look then at how you use that group to set up a smart view in the Grade Centre.